Hi guys, Jess Speciale here and you are on Mums on Purpose. Today I've got my first adult book review for you guys. As I've said, I do a lot of personal development. I have over 100 personal development and self-help books in my library. I have over 62 on my Audible app in my phone. It obviously became something I realized that I was very passionate in, so I wanted to share it with you guys. And it just seemed fitting that the first book that I review for you guys that wasn't a kid's book would be a book written by one of my mentors, and that is The Magic of Written Goals by Mr. Kim Broemer. So in what I do in my business, he's a very significant leader, and he wrote a book because he's very successful. He earns a lot of money, a lot of money. He wrote a book about goals. I went to one of his goal setting workshops at the beginning of the year. I bought a heap of these books because I wanted to give them to people because I love setting goals. I love visualizations. I love everything that it's about, and I found it really useful. And I've there goes the light again. I managed to tick off some really great goals this year, and I had put a lot of it down to the work that I did within this book. I first read it when I was in the hospital with my third baby. I just thought, I was entering a new phase of my life. I needed to set some new goals. I found it really easy to read. The thing that I love about it is more like a workbook. So you get to understand some of Kim Broemer's history, his story, where he came from, which I think is really great to understand exactly what you're reading and who you're reading. And then it has it is like a workbook. So if you just want to grab something that you can just read and try and get the info from, it's not the book for you. But if you're really ready to do some deep work on yourself and realize and find out what you want, and if they are really your goals to begin with anyway, and then do the work, the mental work to get it down on paper and get it clear, so then you can take the actions, then this is your book. You can see it's not a very thick book, a really great one for starting out, especially if you're new to goal setting. And like I said, there are pictures in there too, which is great, which means even less. I'll find a page which has work. But yeah, there's heaps of these sections here where you have questions that you need to fill out. So be prepared to do some work again. And the other thing that I love about it is it comes up with, it gets you to investigate some obstacles that might come up along the way. So some things and some challenges that you may come against, which might stop you, because sometimes we get to these obstacles and we think that's for a lot of us, that's the end of the road. But what that can really mean is it could really be the universe testing us to find out, is that what you really want to do? Are you sure? We'll throw this obstacle in your way and then we'll see what you really think. Is that a bit harsh from the universe? I don't know. So then you get to kind of pre-plan that. What's the worst case scenario? What could possibly go wrong and how will I get through that? So then when that does come up, if you're taking action on the road to your goal, then you can already just hit that nail on the head and you know what to do. It's not going to trip you up. I just wanted to just do a really quick book review for you guys. For the first one, I genuinely got a lot out of this book. I've achieved, like I said, I ticked off several big goals. One of them being at the beginning of the goal year, I set this goal that I wanted to get my eyebrows maintained and my nails done as much as I want this year, because I kind of let that slide last year. And just because of like finances were more important elsewhere and a whole heap of different reasons. And anyway, long story short, my husband lost his job for the first time in his life, ended up at our local Coles, saw one of my clients' dads who threw him in the corner, not literally threw, but told him to go to the corner of the shopping centre that it's in. There was a bailiff's or a sheriff's auction. We ended up buying it at a ridiculously low price. And new tenants do nails and eyebrow waxing. And they've said to me I can go and get my eyebrows waxed and get my nails done as much as I want, and they do not want to charge me because we're the owners of that shop. Is that not crazy? I set this goal in January and I think that's maybe why it manifested so well, because I didn't have anything attached to it. I didn't have any kind of crazy things like restrictions. It was just something that I wanted, and I put it out there into the universe. And the other thing that showed to me is that sometimes when you put things out there, the universe doesn't care about the how. I genuinely thought there was going to be a huge rise in my income and a change in my husband's income, and then we were just going to be living the lush life, and then that's how it was going to happen. But it didn't. We just managed to get this random shop, and our tenants now want me to come in and get my nails and my eyebrows done for free. So when you want things in life, you know, sometimes you just got to let go of the how. Stop micromanaging things so much, because the universe knows what it's doing. So anyway, I hope that you got something out of my little book review I did here. I genuinely think it's a good book. So I will pop a link in the comments in the description so that you'll be able to find it for yourself, and so that you can pick up a copy. If goal setting is something that you want to do, you can also get it on the Kindle app for super cheap price. There's always like specials and stuff. Anyway, but I got my hardcover books from the man himself. So that's that. Hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you've got the book and what you thought about it, and I'll speak to you guys later. Bye.